Hey guys, so this is my 34-week update. I'm 34 weeks and 5 days today, doing it on the Sunday today, because I had my antenatal class yesterday and I wanted to include that in this week, so yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. So weight, I haven't gained anything this week. In fact, I think I may have dropped a little bit, which is a bit weird, because I've just been eating as normal. I mean, it's still fine. I'm still, I've still gained a healthy amount of weight and I'm still fine, so. Maternity. I haven't got it here to show you, but, and it's not exactly maternity, but it's stuff that I'm going to be wearing at the hospital. That's what I bought it for. I bought a nightie, a pyjama top, some slippers and stuff like that. Just odd bits and pieces, basically, that I've noted down that I need for my hospital bag. So I will be showing you guys that, but I'll be showing you guys that when I do my hospital bag video. Sleep. Still so tired. Like, I think the more I get to the end, coming to the end now, it just feels like, yeah, I know I'm just going to be tired basically constantly. There's nothing I can really do. I think my low iron has something to do with it as well, because as I will sort of talk about it later as well, I've been feeling really dizzy and stuff again. And it sort of got better since I started taking my iron pills, but I think it's getting worse again, so I'm going to have to talk to my midwife when I next see her, which is annoying because I only saw her on Monday and it was fine at that point, but over those last couple of days it's been really bad. Best moment this week was yesterday. It was the antenatal class. So me and Liam had a class from like 10 in the morning till 3. We were there all day and we had like tea breaks and lunch and stuff. But yeah, it was really good. It was really informative. It was quite long. They used to do it in like parts, but just to make it sort of easier on everybody, they try and do it all in one day. It's a bit intense because obviously you're thrown loads of information at you. Majority of it, to be fair, I think majority of us knew. It was just to sort of go through everything, make sure you're confident a bit more and ask any questions that you want answering, basically. Yeah, it was quite good because it wasn't too big a group. And I felt like everyone got on quite well, and yeah, she went through everything that I'd been recently reading from my books and stuff that I kind of know a lot about anyway, but it was nice to have it from perspective of obviously here, England, from a midwife that is going to be at the hospital that I'm going to. So yeah, it was a little bit more informative. She gave us a checklist of things that obviously we need in our hospital bags. And there was things on there that I hadn't even thought of, and I hadn't, like, I've looked up other people's hospital bags and stuff and I didn't even realise that we needed it, so yeah, it's good that she gave us that. Yeah, obviously Liam came with me and yeah, I think he really enjoyed it too. We definitely managed to talk to quite a few people. They had, we ended up having 2 couples come in who'd recently had their babies. One who'd asked to come in, one who turned up for an appointment and ended up coming in because they knew some of us, because she was actually at my breastfeeding workshop the other week and she's since then had her baby, and she was actually supposed to come to the antenatal class yesterday, but obviously she's had her baby now, so but yeah, so we got to talk to a few couples that had already been through it and it was really nice actually. I think that was somewhat quite helpful, because obviously they're very new to it, but they've still obviously just literally just been through it, so it's all fresh and they know what's going on and a lot more, and it was really nice to just chat with them basically. That was really good, and it's made me more excited and more prepared. As I also said, I had a midwife meeting on Monday which went perfectly fine. She just did normal checks really, and we talked about my iron, which was fine then. Miss anything. Yeah, probably same as last week, to be honest. Feeling quite uncomfortable, and it's getting to the point now that it's like sometimes, and some of the pains that I go through is like really, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's going to be a lot more intense in labour and stuff, and it's worth it, totally worth it, and I can't wait for her to be here and everything like that, and I do love my pregnancy still, and I don't want to rush her out because I know that she needs to cook in there for as long as possible, but yeah, it's still dragging sometimes and it still gets a bit like, why is this ever going to end? But yeah, I know the end is in sight. So symptoms, I've actually been feeling really sick the last probably 4 days ish. Basically it seems to be most times like after I have food, mainly in the morning and in the evening. It was very similar to when I was in the first trimester and I had like morning sickness. So I don't know whether it's to do with pregnancy, because I know some people do get nausea in their, you know, in the last trimester, especially on the run up to giving birth. Some people even say that it can be a sign of labour. Well, I'm not sure if it definitely is, but still, it's come back, so it's not fun. I'm hoping that it's nothing and that it's just symptoms. I will bring it out with my midwife just to check, and she might want to just run a few checks, sort of thing, just to make sure that everything's okay, but I'm fairly sure it is. I haven't actually been sick, and otherwise my symptoms are pretty much generally the same. Like I said, I've been feeling dizzy and faint a lot stronger this last couple of days, so that's also something I'm going to need to bring up with her, because it's a bit much really, and I'm taking iron, so I don't really know whether it's I need more or if there's something else going on. I've been getting a lot of pressure down there. She is definitely trying to push my bladder out of the way, but yeah, so that's all fun and games. So a lot of aches and pains, cramping in my legs and feet, and I've also been getting like period-like menstrual sort of cramps, which they also say can be an early, very early sign of labour, which is fun, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to go into labour just yet. But I just feel like everything's sort of preparing for it and slowly getting ready, and it's like, just because it's one thing being piled on top of another, it's a bit like intense sometimes. And obviously I've still got my heartburn, so yeah, lots of symptoms. Happy or moody most of the time. Pretty happy. This week has been pretty good, to be honest. I mean, like, the antenatal class, like I said, has made me a little bit more excited, a little bit more prepared. I feel like a little bit, like, I feel a bit more confident in knowing what's going on, even though I kind of knew before anyway. But yeah, it's just sort of reinforced it a bit more. What are you looking forward to? This week, tomorrow, I have got my health visitor coming. This is their first initial visit. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm fairly sure a lot of you probably will, but a health visitor in the UK is someone who sort of takes over from the midwife after about a month or so after you give birth, and they come and do the checks for the baby, basically. Check that, you know, breastfeeding, if your breastfeeding is going okay, check the baby's weight, height, function, just to overall well-being, basically. They come and visit you at your home unless you really want to go and see them. Obviously midwives are still handy to us for a good while, I think, after birth, and they come and visit initially, but yeah, eventually goes over to the health visitor. So yeah, that's why they've arranged this initial visit, to just to introduce themselves and like get to know each other a bit more and know who I'm going to be seeing fairly often afterwards. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So this week is also my last week at work until I go on maternity leave, so that's a bit scary and exciting and sad all at the same time. It's going to be weird not working, to be honest, but it also feels, it's also got to the point now that, because I know it's coming to an end, it feels almost pointless to go into work, but I also don't want to miss out on it, because like, I know it's been giving me a break from being at home all the time. So I know that once I'm at home all the time, I'm probably going to find it drags, especially waiting around for things to happen. But I've still got things to do here, so I shouldn't have like nothing to do. So baby bits. I've brought a few, obviously maternity bits, like I said, and I brought a few baby bits in town this week for her hospital bag as well, which I've started washing. I've started washing all her stuff for her hospital bag, so most of it's up at drying at the moment, but these few bits aren't going in a hospital bag, and this is what I bought some of, so I thought I'd show you guys. So yeah, I bought these little trousers, and they're so cute. They're for newborn, and they're really like fleece lined, so I thought they were perfect seeing as she's a winter baby. And yeah, obviously they're folded up, but you can unfold them, so they might even last her a little bit longer, because they are quite big actually for newborn trousers, but they're warm, so I'm sure they'll do nicely. And yeah, like, even though they're jeans, they're really soft and flexible sort of thing, so it's not like too stiff. Yeah, and then I got this really cute, these were all like in the sale, basically like Maslan was having a massive baby sale, So yeah, I indulged a bit. Got this really cute jumper dress. I think this is also for newborn, but as a jumper dress obviously it can last longer because it can then just turn into a normal jumper. But yeah, it's really cute. I love the patterns and the colours. A little bow, it's got little buttons down the back. And then I bought this set, which I love. I love this so much. It's got this. I love lace, and I just think it's so adorable. Got little bows on it, and little button down the back. Again, newborn. I indulged a bit on getting a few nicer newborn outfits. All of them are actually fairly big for newborn, so I think they might last a little bit longer, because I think Matalan's sizes are a bit on the big side. But yeah. And then it came with these leggings, so look at that. It's so cute, and these are like all flowery. And actually, like, these will be handy to go with a lot of different outfits, to be honest. So I'm glad I got this. Yeah, I shall show you my 34-week belly. This is my belly and what I'm wearing, so my outfit of the day. Yeah. You've probably seen most of the stuff before though. It's my 34-week belly. I hope you guys can see it well enough. Try to hold up everything as much as possible. Yeah, from the front. And the side. I think it's still the same as last week. 38, maybe it's going a little bit. I think it's 38 3/4 at the moment, so nearly 39 inches. Depends, I think. Depends on when I've eaten, I think, as well. Definitely affects it.